everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new flea market toy vintage toy haul. You saw the video of me again going to 4 different flea markets, so that was probably the video before, and as it is kind of too long to put together with a haul, so here's the separate haul. Okay, let's just jump right into it with the first pickup that I did at this vendor that you saw me digging in those 2 boxes full of really vintage toys. That was great. It was not just like new toys, it was all like 90s, 80s stuff, a lot of things I couldn't identify, and I picked up a lot of things. Let's start with the main thing that I picked up, this Polly Pocket. It is the light up horse house. Light up because you can again make this light up. No, not here, but here. So these light up and here. So let me zack on both together. The story is that actually there was a dude at the same as I, searching for toys in those boxes, and he had this in his hand, and he also had like a Batmobile or something, like toy cars. He was kind of knowledgeable about toy cars, and he tried to haggle her down, but he already told me, well, the lady, she has good stuff, but she kind of is more or less a little bit more expensive for flea markets. And in the end, he didn't take the Polly Pocket, and I think he even didn't take the car. I don't remember. He probably was a reseller, and I mean, the vendor, they're also kind of resellers, but they don't know what the stuff is worth. They just go to flats where people have died or whatever, and they completely take everything from the flat and then they sell it on flea markets. And the guy there was probably a reseller. He tried to get it really cheap, and she wanted like 10 euros for this, which is still a good deal for a Polly Pocket. The thing is, when I saw it there, I was like, oh, this might be a Disney one, because can you see? There's a Goofy inside. Well, actually, he doesn't belong in there. That's why I had a little bit of difficulty researching what it actually is. It's not a Disney Polly. It's not Disney themed at all, because this Goofy comes from a completely different set. Actually, this Goofy comes from a Minnie Mouse surprise party house, a light yellow, light lavender one, really cute, and this came with different Disney characters, so Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, Goofy, I don't know which ones, but yeah. So this is from another set. And then I also found this car, which I identified as Polly Pocket when I was there, and like something rang in my mind with like, well, do you remember last time I picked up this Polly Light Up Magical Mansion? Maybe you can see it in the background here. And I told you, well, there's actually a car missing, and my mind was like, might it be that car? Yes! So actually I found the car belonging to the Polly Pocket that I found the last time at the flea markets. Like crazy, crazy. And the same lady, oh, she also had another Polly Pocket. This is the Elephant House. Also same as this one, like probably kind of from the same set, you know, they look, resemble kind of the same look, from 1994. The Elephant House, it completely, it's empty, not with elephants. I already have that one. My friend Zenya once gifted it from her collection to me, so I have it complete. But I kind of couldn't leave it there, as she, like in the end, I think I paid around €5 for this. She wanted 8, but together with all the other stuff that I took, it might be around €5 or something, because I got a little bit of a discount in the end. And I don't know if I keep it or if I can trade it with someone, but I just couldn't leave it there. Yeah, what else did I pick up from there? Let me check because I have lists, otherwise I'm completely confused. Yeah. Do you remember seeing these? I didn't know what they were. I just thought, oh, they look cute. And then I saw like in here, it's too little for you to see, it said BBT 1994. Okay, so I already knew it's vintage. It's vintage girls' toys. And then I found this one, which looks kind of like, color-wise, it's really similar. It's like a couch with like a teddy on it, and it reminded me of Polly Pocket, and oh, I didn't know, but because this one kind of new, it's not Polly Pocket because it comes with this baby. The only vintage like miniature toy line with babies that I like had on my mind was Periwinkles, but I knew that they were actually naked babies and they were more like in plants and flowers, and so it couldn't be Periwinkles, and it is not. And now it also makes sense to me why it says BBT and why it looks similar to Polly Pocket, because BBT means Bluebird Toys. Bluebird Toys is the company that made Polly Pocket, also at the same time as this. And this is Mimi and the Goo Goos. I had heard of this before, but I couldn't remember that it looked like this. So this is a complete Mimi and the Goo Goos doll and set. It's called, let me just... It's Scoopy and her ice cream. Because this baby here has ice cream and the whole thing looks like an ice cream scoop. So, makes sense. And what's this? It doesn't belong to that set, but it still also is Mimi and the Goo Goos. It is from the Mimi's wedding cake set, so it's not complete. It's actually the base of the wedding cake, so it has more layers actually, like a typical, what you would think of a wedding cake. And as a cake topper there were then these babies as bride and groom. So I'm wondering if I maybe left the rest there, but I actually was digging through the boxes so intense that I think if there would have been something similar to this, I would have picked it up. So, but now still both Mimi and the Goo Goos, I will display it probably together, like something like this. It will look really cute on my Polly Pocket shelf. What else did I pick up? This thing. You actually kind of find these like plastic horses with a little bit of brushable hair very often, and it's like nothing special, generic, and you think, oh, maybe just a knockoff, whatever. This one actually is a real vintage Littlest Pet Shop horse. So Littlest Pet Shop, the vintage line, still produced by Kenner. You can recognize it with this gem and then these, it looks like a paw print, and the inside of one of the legs says 1992 or 3 or... Ah, 1993 Kenner. And it's my very first vintage Littlest Pet Shop, so LPS, that I have like in my now adult collecting days. I had LPS, Littlest Pet Shop, as a child, so the vintage ones. I also had 2 ponies. This is the Pinto Pony. I had other ponies, and this is not complete. There was actually also a saddle and a bucket of hay and like a fence, stuff like that, and like a star for the hair and the brush. But at least I have now the pony, so my very first vintage Kenner Littlest Pet Shop. Very cool. Yeah, the best pickup from this vendor was the pony. You directly saw when I found it on camera, like grabbing, digging in there. This is Wiggles, a baby pony, or like a newborn baby pony, so it's even smaller than the little bit bigger baby ponies. She has these super cute worms there, and she's in like perfect condition. Like the hair is, it's supposed to be white, so it's not faded or anything. The color looks great. She has no markings, no spots, nothing. And I just washed her and redid the, or not redid, but just recovered the factory curl. So this is still the original factory curl that came back after washing. So cute. These newborn babies, she's on the first newborn babies set from year 7, so 1988, so when I was born, so she's same age as I am. Oops. I also picked up some other miscellaneous things. So I picked up also this Hitoriko virtual pet Tamagotchi thing. So it's not a real Tamagotchi, and you can still find these Hitoriko for kind of cheap on eBay. It was a set of like I think 4 different ones. It's from 1997. So it's still vintage, and I just like the color and the look, and it will just go into my Polly Pocket display because I think those virtual pet Tamagotchi things can go in there. As a child, I had a red one with like 10 different animals on there. I don't know what it was called. I think here is just a dog on, as far as I researched it. Just looks cute. And yeah, what else? Then I picked up this thing, which is also just like, what is it? I actually couldn't find out really what it is. But it sparks a memory in me. And I think I had this little dinosaur, rubber dinosaur dude as a child, and I couldn't find out what the heck it actually belonged to or what line or company produced them. As far as I can remember, I think they were blind bag toys back then, in like silver blind bag about this size. And I also think there were these mermaid babies in there. And like some of these dinosaurs, and I think I had this one or a very similar one. I just wanted to have it and research it. Can't find anything. If you know like the name of this or the company that produced them, just head over to my Instagram and tell me, or I don't know, or if I don't put this video as stuff made for children, and you can comment directly in the comments below. If you know what it is. I don't know, I just know I had this and I think it was a blind bag thing. And then I picked up these 2 little green army men, these dudes here, which just reminded me of Toy Story, of course. I just got them because of Toy Story. The little green army men are important in the Toy Story movies. Not important, but they're in there. And like directly above me, you can't see that, is my Toy Story collection. And of course then they have the correct size, so they just go on that display between my Toy Story toys. So yeah, just these 2. And then just this little gummy bear thing, which was an earring or ear clip, better to say. And I just want to use it for, like, I can't wear ear clips as I already removed the clip. I want to put it on the choker. That's what I want to do. So more as an accessory and not really as a toy. Let's go. Yeah, then the next flea market, I found, yeah, there was one booth where I found 3 different items of the newer My Little Pony line, so the Friendship is Magic Generation 4 ponies. And the first thing I saw was this water cutie Princess Luna. When you see them, you might think they're fakies because their legs look kind of strange, you know, they are together. But the truth is, like, they're like a snow globe, so they have water inside and like stars. So you shake them, then the stars fall down, and it's actually kind of cute. And it's a real pony, so it's a real My Little Pony. It's in a real good condition. The hair is super smooth. So, and it's my very first Princess Luna that I found. So she goes straight into the collection. Like, I think my Generation 4 collection also needs a new shelf, so that I can divide it into like also the royal ponies, and she will go on there. Like her a lot. Also at the same booth or vendor or whatever you call it at flea markets, I picked up this Fluttershy. from Equestria Girls Minis. So last time I found an Equestria Girls mini Rarity, and now I found the Fluttershy. So, and I really like how they look. I don't like the Equestria Girls like the cartoon. I'm just into when the ponies are really ponies and not when they become human. But I don't like that. And I don't like the dolls with brushable hair from that line. But the mini figurines, they are sculpted so nice and so cute. And I saw the Fluttershy, like this one, going for quite a lot of money actually. I mean, I didn't find her very often, and the one that I found was like around 30 euros. So I don't know if she might be. She's from the first set. And the only downfall to these are that they can't really stand up. You can make them stand up, but their joints are so wobbly, so she still, even if you are able to stand her up, then she might still fall the next 5 minutes. So we'll lay her down and have to put her on the shelf behind something or in front of something. And I also found this, you can't see anything, this Cutie Mark Crew Rarity. These are the kind of newest blind bag versions of My Little Pony, so like you really can read it, My Little Pony. They come in these tins, you can open them up and you can also display them in them. There's a picture in there and like this heart shape. You can stack them up one on top of each other. I just have this one so I can't stack anything up. And they come always in a little bit of like a stand. This one is like a muffin or a cupcake. And then there's this Rarity, also like more an Equestria Girls kind of, because she looks more like a human and like a pony figure, and she goes in there, and she's the first one that I found of those Cutie Mark Crew ponies at a flea market. I mean, in general, she's the first one I have in general of this line. So yeah, cute. And like together €2 and then 50 cents, so 2.50 for these 3 pony items, which is kind of good, like, right? Yeah, I also picked up this one Littlest Pet Shop kangaroo. I asked the vendor how much she wanted, and she said, "Oh, you can have it." So this was like a gift. I didn't pay anything for this one, of course, but I take it definitely. Although I said I don't want to collect more LPS, but as I'm displaying them right now in my Polly Pocket display, they look really cute. And then I find one and it is for free. Of course, I don't say no. So yeah, I have this Littlest Pet Shop. By the way, if you're not familiar generally with Littlest Pet Shop, you remember I picked this vintage Littlest Pet Shop, and this is like a modern Littlest Pet Shop. So not really super new, because I think the bobbleheads are generation 2 Littlest Pet Shop, but still it's like fairly new. Maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago or something, whereas this is over 30 years ago. Or not over, but around 30 years ago. So there's the difference to modern, and the vintage line looks completely different. What else do I have on my list? Yeah, the same flea market, the last pickup I did was actually something that I'm always on the lookout for, but I've never found. I don't look for this like for myself, but for a friend. She is collecting Ever After High dolls, and I know she currently says she's not taking any new ones because she doesn't have much space, but I can for sure keep her until she has more space if she wants her. I have no clue actually about these Ever After High dolls. Just I know what they look like, and I was like, okay, this is an Ever After High doll. I actually always just find Monster High. You find Monster High kind of often, and I mean they look different enough. I can tell the difference. I was just a little bit confused because I know Ever After High is actually based on like fairy tale characters. So that means like there's a character that's based on a Snow White, or that's a character based on Sleeping Beauty or whatever. And she looks more like a Greek character, you know, with these like Greek mythology. And I was right. She is not really based on a Western fairy tale, but on a Greek mythology. This character is Cupid. And this dress, so this version of the doll is, let me check it up, because yeah, it's from the Throne Coming line, so it's not even the regular release, it's a more of a special release, Throne Coming line from 2014. She has most of her accessories, so she's almost complete. I think she's just missing a mask, like from a mask ball, like when you hold it in front of your eyes here, such a thing, and like a little bag, like a drawstring bag accessory, something around this size. I think she's missing those two. And I picked her up for €5 and I was like, for sure I want to take them, even if my friend, she doesn't want her, but then I will keep her. But I hope she likes her, I hope she doesn't have her. And I was just so happy that this was the very, very first ever After High doll I ever found at a flea market. And then for a good price, because when you find those Monster High dolls, they are still kind of expensive for flea markets. When you find them, people want around more like 10, 20, 30 euro for them. And she was like 5, so... And I looked her up, I think she goes for definitely more than that on eBay. So for more around, I don't know, 20 to till around 59 was the highest price I saw, I think in box then, of course. But also the other ones that are loose are around 30, 40 euros, so that might be a good pickup. She also isn't standing, so I have to lay her down. And then I went to another flea market, and you saw me picking up this little cutie. It is Flurry Heart from Generation 4, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. She is the baby of Princess Cadance in Shining Armor, and I do not have any figurine, like any depiction of this character yet. And she is more like a blind bag sized pony, but when I researched her, she isn't from a blind bag, and she also didn't come as an accessory for the brushables or something. She is actually a Euro exclusive pony magazine pony. They were My Little Pony magazines, and they had like extras, like kind of like blind bags, but not blind because you could see which pony was in there. And this is like the Euro exclusive magazine, Flurry Heart. So although she doesn't go for like much on eBay, I think she's still a good pickup because she's, I don't know if she's rare, but I haven't seen her ever before, so she goes directly into my collection because I do not have this character yet. Perfect. Little Flurry Heart. And then, guess what? I found another Generation 1 My Little Pony. I found Dancing Butterflies. And I have to say, it is kind of the same as with the Keeper's Horse. It was the same flea market around the same stand, like around the same area at this flea market where I found her. I don't know if it was maybe even the same vendor, and I already have her, but again I couldn't say no. She was so dirty and she looked so poor, this poor girl, and of course I'm gonna take a cheap Generation 1 My Little Pony. And she's an upgrade for mine because my Dancing Butterflies here, she has a kind of a bad haircut going on. Like you can see, there's a lot of missing hair here, very short, and also the back here. And this one just has like very minor part cut here, very, very small portion. So she is in a better condition than mine. Yeah. So I definitely keep her. I definitely keep both for now, and let's see if I'm able to sell one of them, or for now they still in both in my collection, because right now I'm not like willing to sell ponies. I'm just not feeling like a reseller right now, so not at that point. So I just keep everything right now. And I also picked up this kind of ugly elephant pony friend kind of dude. He's very common. I see him very often, like like on eBay for cheap if you search for pony friends or something. I do not have one, and I wanted one, although he's a fakie, and he was very cheap, like together like got him in for €1 or something, because I wanted 5 for her and then 3 for this one, and in the end I paid, did I pay 7 or 6? Anyways, so it was absolutely okay. Maybe it was €2 then. I will rehair him, so he will get new hair, and then he goes into the collection. Although he's kind of ugly, I couldn't really find out what company made this one, but he looks very similar to the Remco fakies, so he might be from Remco, but he's definitely early 90s or late 80s probably, or general 80s, so he's old vintage, fakey vintage, which I'm not bad about, but with these friends, so not ponies but other animals, I'm okay, and I wanted to have it when I saw them together. I was like, yeah. Same flea market, I also picked up a comic. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It's like the prequel to the Jedi Fallen Order game, at least prequel to one of the characters, which is in this video game then more like the master, kind of, who's taking care of the young guy, the main character. And I just saw this at a comic store and wanted to buy it, but then I decided for 3 other comics, didn't pick it up. Glad I didn't, because I got this for €5 or $5.50, which is less than half of what it actually goes for. It actually goes for 15 new, and the only thing is that it is a little bit crinkled here already. I think someone like spit water on it or something, but condition is good enough for me to just pay €5.50 on it, so not complaining. I also picked up something else that day, because after that I was done with flea marketing and met my friends. You saw that. I went to another flea market which had nothing that I could buy, and then I met up with my friends and we went like to a cafe and then also to a mall, and in there was a GameStop, and I went there. I always go to a GameStop when I can, and because they have Funkos, and as you know, I'm not only collecting like vintage toys, I also like Funko Pops a lot. I know many people don't like them, but I collect Disney Funko Pops and Star Wars Funko Pops and Jurassic Park Funko Pops, and they had a really big Funko Pop sale, so a lot of Funko Pops were really cheap in general, so like around €6 or even €3, and then they had the sale going on for buy 3, or like get 3 and just buy for 2, so get 3 for 2, 3 for the price of 2, yeah. So I got 3 and just paid €12 for the 3 of them, which is even less than what one normally goes for. So I got this Gabby for my Disney, or in this case even Toy Story collection, because I will put her directly in my Toy Story display, because I don't think that I will get a Gabby like a life-size doll in the near future. So she is then my Gabby for my Toy Story display, which is up there, you can't see it. I picked up Rose. I know she's kind of an old Funko Pop from The Last Jedi. I actually really like that character. I never had a problem with her. Also story-wise, I didn't have a problem with her, and I think I think she's a cool character. I was surprised that she's just so little in The Rise of Skywalker. And this is the Last Jedi version, just in her mechanics outfit. And I basically got her for free, so of course I'm gonna take her. Really like that character. And then I picked up Dryden Boss. He is a very cool character from the Solo movie. I don't know, can you see it, or is it still? He is a villain character from the Solo movie. He is very cool. He's a very cool character with a very cool costume. And I'm happy to then be able to display him next to my Kira and next to my Maul. So, because he is belonging to the Crimson Dawn Syndicate and such a cool villain character. So I kind of never find anything Star Wars related at the flea markets, but I wanted to show those Funko Pops at least to you right now. I will put them now away because they don't belong to the actual flea market haul. But as I picked them up the same day, I figured I would just show them to you. So we're back to the flea market part, because on Sunday I went just to one flea market, but as you saw there isn't much footage because it was raining. It was raining like always on and off, but I couldn't really film with like my umbrella in one hand and then the camera in the other hand. What hand should I use then for digging through the stuff? But I still found a little bit of stuff which I want to show you. The first thing is I picked up more Littlest pet shops. They are so cute. I couldn't resist, especially when I find ones that are really colorful. I will show them to you now up close because they are always so small. I can just show you like this. But so I picked up this little giraffe, this green bear, this fish. For some reason I always tend to take the fish, although I have several of this mold right now because they are so colorful and just so kind of ugly cute, but I really like them. Then I picked up this little orange kitty, this panda bear with like cherry blossom markings, which I think is really cute. I picked up this horse, this purple bunny, this dragonfly, and this cool chameleon guy, which looks like gothic chameleon, whatever, with a choker and yeah, stars all over the body. I actually picked those up from different vendors, I think 2 different ones, and yeah, when they are kind of cheap and together I paid for the 9 of them less than €5, so I think €4 or $4.50 together from different vendors. So yeah, I had to pick them up. I again also picked up some like blind bag size ponies, which I also couldn't resist, but I just picked up 2 from the normal ones. This is berry green from the wave 4, I think, and this is one of those male blind bag ponies from one of the newer waves. But the most like interesting one is actually this. She is also a blind bag sized pony, although she didn't come in a blind bag. She came like from the Friendship is Magic wave, I don't know, whatever, of these sized ponies. And I was like, when I saw her in the back, like there, it was like, is she kind of like Pinkie Pie with in a clown disguise or something? But no, when I looked at the Cutie mark, I recognized her as the mayor of Ponyville, so it's Mayor, and this is the depiction of her from the episode when it is like Nightmare Night, so like the Halloween version of which is in Ponyville or in Equestria celebrated, and she is in this clown costume, and somehow this is the only kind of merch that was ever released from this character, so So Mare is only like depicted in this clown version. No other pony was ever released from this character, so it's kind of stupid, but at the same time it's kind of awesome that I have her now, so yeah. Yeah, and then I also found another Generation 4 pony, so most of the stuff is like newer toys that I got on Sunday. It's this Rainbow Power Twilight Sparkle. She's on 2014. And of course I have already several Twilight Sparkles, but not in this version with the super tinselly hair and the pink strand of hair in front. And I just styled her hair with a bun here because those tinsel are not easy to style, so that's the way I styled her. I think that's kind of cute, and yeah, I still gonna pick her up because although I have another or two other Twilight Sparkles already, then didn't have this version yet. Same with oh no, wait. Same booth, I also got this. This is like just a pencil case or like a pouch or something, but also from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I think that's kind of cute. Two other pockets here, and I will probably use it like as a makeup bag whenever it is matching. I have several different makeup bags, like smaller ones to take with me depending on the occasion or the color scheme of my outfit or whatever. So I might just also then use this one. Kind of cool that it has always these rubbery logos everywhere. I like that. So 50 cents, €1 together for those two. So yeah, couldn't complain. Like that. And then I picked up another Rarity. Same, I already have two different Rarities, but I didn't have this one. So she is from the All About Friends line. So she is already in the reboot like pose, or not pose, a reboot line, because as you can see they look different than these ponies. So they are the newer ones from the Generation 4. And yeah, the All About Friends line came out for the movie, and they actually all have this ugly like whole picture of themselves on the body. I don't know who thought that this might be a good idea for ponies. That's also why I will display her from that side and not something like and not from this side, because it looks so strange. But I styled her hair real cute, and it is still another mold than what I have Rarity in. So Rarity is my favorite of the main 6. So yes. And then the last pickup at the flea market that I did, you saw that I found those old dinosaur toys that I had as a child, and I picked up 3 of them. I picked up this Brachiosaurus that I had as a child. I picked up this Iguanodon, which I think I might have had as a child. Don't remember exactly, but he looks really cool. And I picked up this bigger one, this Stegosaurus. And then I was like curious to find out actually what toy line is it, because they always say, like all of them, and also nearly the whole table that was there, at the bottom it says the year. So this one, for example, 1991, this is 1992, and it always says UKRD. So U.K.R.D. And it says a number, like a production number, and it always says the name of the dinosaur. So I just googled UKRD. What are they actually? And you can't find out anything about this company. Just always you find those for sale. So you find them on eBay, you find them everywhere. They're not thought after, or they're not like rare or expensive or anything. So I guess when you were a child of the 90s, you had a lot of them at home, or at least when you were a dinosaur fan, you definitely had one of them at home. And the only thing that I could really find was from a blog of, he's called Dino Toy Collector, and he also said you can't find out anything about this toy company, because it just appears that they are dinosaurs. They made these cool looking dinosaurs which really look like paleontologically good, especially for the time being. They nearly look like paleo art. They have this crinkly skin and they look like Schleich dinosaurs nowadays, right? They are really good, and but they just made dinosaurs probably from 1991 to 1993. These are the only ones you find. No other toy ever has this marking. We just found out that some of the monster toys, like from around the 70s, like Godzilla ones or King Kong, I want to say Donkey Kong, no, not Donkey Kong, King Kong and stuff, they had also the UKRD marking, like in the 70s, together with Dormay marking, but you cannot find out what this company actually is, so that's kind of like ridiculous. I want to know more, and maybe I want to collect more of them, because it is toy history. A lot of children had them, like I had them. Let me show you two that I had. Like for example, this is one of my childhood, it's a Brachiosaurus, more like a smaller sized one, or from the bigger ones I also had this Ankylosaurus. And what are they? Why is never like really speaking about them? I mean, I always hope to find Jurassic Park toys, old vintage Jurassic Park toys. But to be honest, I mean, they have like cool features, like water spitting or moving the head or something. But these look more like paleontologically more accurate, kind of, actually. Anyways, so much stuff already. I just want to show you something else that I picked up that day, because you saw that then I went to my friends, like together, had like a nice breakfast at a cafe, and afterwards I went to my friend's house, and she said that she right now like giving away a lot of her old stuff, and we both used to be into a special Japanese fashion called Gyaru. And she still has her old Gyaru magazines. I mean, old means like 10 years ago old. I still have all of mine, and I really like to go through them from time to time. I still get my fashion inspo from there sometimes, and I really like the older ones, which are from around 2011, 2010. And she had still some that I don't have from that era, like 2011, 2012. So I picked up this Vansky, which was her very first Japanese magazine, and I picked up several egg magazines. So this one's very cool from 2011. This one. Now it comes to 2012, which is still cool. That was the time when I was like dressed in Gyaru fashion and did that makeup. That was my thing, and I'm not willing to give up on that yet. This is 2013, but I still think there are some really cool styles in. And it is something very like special, but also kind of casual enough, so it's not as like Lolita fashion. It's more sexy and it's more street style possibilities to really wear stuff like that, and I really like those magazines, so I picked up those. She gave them to me for free. You don't find something like that on a flea market. Just wanted to show it to you because it was the same day I picked them up. So I guess as this was kind of a long flea market haul again, it's probably a separate video. And yeah, I hope it was interesting to find out some of the stuff. For me, for sure it was, like Mimi and the Goo Goos. Oh, I didn't know that. Or like whatever, that this car really belongs to the Light Up Magical Mansion and all that stuff. So I really hope you enjoyed this vintage toy haul and a little bit of modern. If you like those videos, then like, comment and subscribe. You can probably just comment over on my Instagram, LausGuidePainterToys. But anyways, I would be happy if I hear from you, or if you subscribe to the channel. See you real soon. May the force be with you. Bye.